imagining a post-COVID world, relentless optimism.
Hello Seekers, today I wanted to do a video on freedom. I'm so relieved that we finally ascended in 5th density. We will have the final confirmation on the 21st of January, but all the signs show that we have indeed elevated our consciousness globally and collectively to a level where the idea of infringing on somebody's freedom or hurting somebody deliberately is behind us and is not desirable to any of us anymore. Well, actually not entirely, because there are still some people clinging on to first, second, third and fourth density, and some of them are still around us, hanging by the tooth and the nails, but that's just an inconvenience we have to deal with in wisdom collectively for a few more years. The subject of today's video will be freedom. Freedom is not just the right of doing whatever we want. It's first and foremost the right to exist and the right to grow and elevate ourselves spiritually. And many people, of course, depending on their level of consciousness, mistake that for other rights. But slowly, with life experiences, they discover that one person's freedom ends where somebody else's freedom begins. And I just had a thought, and that's why I decided to film this video, even though I was not feeling entirely ready, but I wanted to shoot it because that sentence is extremely important. That one's freedom ends where another one's freedom begins. So where does freedom begin? Well, freedom begins in the freedom to exist, which is survival, spiritually first, but also materially, physically, mentally, emotionally. So I stopped the video because I was blathering about too many details which were not as important as what I wanted to say as a core message. So the core message is, this is an unnegotiable right, that you have that right to exist, and anybody who wants to deny that right for you to exist in any of these planes has to be brought to senses or disciplined if really there is no other way. And that will be the basis of the 5th density civilization we are going to enter into very soon. So that being said, freedom does not end there. Where does it end? Nobody knows. But for sure, there is no necessity to a limitation to freedom other than the basic and simple one I just said before. So this is what is the take-home really of the inspiration of today. Join me in building a new Earth civilization that will be based on those core values of respect for one's freedom and the freedom of all.
Imagining a post-COVID world, relentless optimism.
Transition of the human species from having some doubt and fear to having faith and certainty. And that's going to be a remarkable event, and it's coming in 2021. And Barron's is right to hint at it by using the cosmic brain metaphor of cosmic consciousness and putting Bitcoin right at the center of the cosmic consciousness. And the Kaiser report is the vector, the arrow that pierces the veil of illusions that surround this truth and activates it. We're activating the cosmic conscious holy dial tone with this show. And I hope you feel it. I think you do.
For one's freedom and all freedom. And sayonara, amigos.